Hey everyone, welcome back to Walt and Sarah's channel. Today we are going to be making some chocolate covered strawberries, but we're going to do it with a twist. We're going to be making s'mores with our chocolate covered strawberries. I am super excited to show you how simple this is and how cute they turn out. I noticed a lot of recipes online recommend using a microwave for this. However, we do not have a microwave, so I like to use my crock pots, especially when I'm making plain chocolate covered strawberries, because I've never had a problem with the chocolate burning. To begin, I'm just filling up my crock pots with just the amount that I need for the amount of strawberries that I already pulled out. I wash them, I set them to the side. I know some people will recommend dipping the strawberries while they are cold. I personally prefer them to be at room temperature because I don't want that chocolate to settle as soon as it touches. Of course, in order to have s'mores, you have to have graham crackers. So I'm going to use my food processor, throw a couple graham crackers in there, and then I'm going to grind them up until they become a sand-like texture. If you don't have a food processor, totally fine. Put it in a bag and crush it up using your food mallet or a hammer or something. Just be careful that you don't pop the bag while you're trying to do that method. Really, this can go by preference as well. If you don't want it to be that fine sandy-like texture, you can make them bigger chunks. I really want it to be super fine, and I'm going to show you what it looks like with the lid popped off. Ta-da! It looks so good, and you see all the pieces are approximately the same size, and it is so smooth. And once I put my chocolate in there, it's gonna look so fancy. Now it only has been about 3 minutes here, so I'm just checking on my chocolate, kind of tossing it around, and then I'm gonna check on the marshmallows, and you're gonna see that they slightly grew, but they are definitely not what we're looking for. They are not as puffy as we need them to be. They are not as smooth. They are not melted. So they did grow a little bit, which tells me they're getting hot, but they are just not as hot as we need it to be to dip our strawberries in them. Now I will be completely transparent. I had a baby fall asleep on me while I was melting my items here. So my marshmallows got a little well done. So unfortunately, I have to be careful with my marshmallows. If you can spot it, good on you. If not, even better for me. So you will see the ends. The outside layer did kind of turn a little brown, but it's okay because I'm still able to get what I need out of the pot. I didn't melt a lot, so I'm able to get just what I need to cover my strawberries. Dipping them in the marshmallow was kind of fun because, I mean, I have to be careful because of the burnt marshmallow around the edges, and that's on me. But as far as actually dipping them, it stuck really well. And you don't have to make them perfect because you're going to cool them in the fridge and then you're going to dip them in chocolate. So that chocolate layer is going to cover up any flaws. Usually I use wax paper to place my strawberries on once they're dipped. This time I'm using parchment paper, and I did coat it with a very thin layer of vegetable oil spray. And that's just to make sure that, especially using the marshmallow, because that stuff is sticky, that we don't have it sticking to the paper at all.
A few moments later.
Now I say that because we had to put the marshmallow layer in the fridge. You can see how it hardened. So once it is in the fridge and cool, now we are going to dip it into the chocolate. I personally wanted the white layer to show because I wanted to know which one of my strawberries were marshmallow or s'mores, whatever you want to call it, and which ones were solid chocolate around it. So for this, I did leave the white layer, plus I really like this design. I think it looks so awesome. Let's do another one for good measures. Here you go. You can see that the marshmallow had hardened around the strawberry, and I just very simply dipped it into my melted chocolate. I kept it on the low setting, and it looks so good, guys. Look at that. It is beautiful. Now, you can also decide if you want to dip your strawberries into your graham cracker coating, or if you don't like that pushed up look that it kind of gives it, you can also just sprinkle it right on top. I did both methods, and when I sprinkled it on top on one of my strawberries, I did like this cool diagonal line, and there you see it in the back there. Look how adorable. So simple, so easy. And then we have some s'mores chocolate covered strawberries. So happy Valentine's Day. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and we will catch you next time. Bye everyone.